I remember the exact moment Brittany texted me. "We need to talk." It was the middle of a Tuesday workday. Not a call, a text. At the time, I didn't think much about that detail, but looking back, it mattered. She didn't want to say it out loud. She didn't want anyone nearby hearing what she had to ask. I had only moved to the city about 4 months earlier. Fresh out of college, new marketing job, barely knew anyone. I'm not someone who goes out much anyway, and I didn't even know where I would have gone if I tried. Most evenings I stayed home. That's when Dennis came into the picture. I matched with him on a dating app I downloaded out of boredom more than anything else. His opening message was simple, normal, actually funny. No weird pickup lines, no pressure. We clicked pretty quickly. Within a week, we moved off the app and started messaging regularly. After about 3 weeks, we were talking every single day. It felt like it was going somewhere. Then he asked for voice messages, said texting felt too distant and he wanted to hear my voice. That didn't seem strange, so I agreed. A while later, he asked for a short video. Just a quick, "Hi." Nothing serious. I sent one, maybe 15 seconds long. It felt harmless. But then he asked for another one a couple weeks later, and this time I hesitated. I said no more than once, but he had this way of making it sound like I was the one being distant. He'd say things like, "We've already shared so much. I've told you things I don't tell anyone. Why are you holding back?" Or, "It feels like you don't trust me the way I trust you." It didn't feel like pressure in the moment, but it was. I was new in the city, I was lonely, and I liked talking to him. So eventually, I gave in and sent another video. Almost immediately after sending it, I felt something was off. I couldn't explain why, just a gut feeling that I'd made a mistake. But nothing happened right away. Dennis kept talking like normal for weeks. No weird comments, no signs anything was wrong. I convinced myself I was just being paranoid. Then Brittany texted me. We met in a small conference room. She closed the door behind her, something she never did, and showed me her phone. Someone had messaged her on LinkedIn. No profile photo, random name, just a link. LinkedIn had generated a preview thumbnail. She recognized me in it. I couldn't say anything. I just stared. Then she told me another coworker, Danielle, had gotten the exact same message that same day. Same link, same preview. Dennis had found them through my LinkedIn, my public profile, and gone through my connections. Brittany asked if I knew who sent it. I nodded. That afternoon is a blur. I remember sitting at my desk, opening and closing tabs, not actually reading anything. That night, I messaged Dennis, calmly. No accusations. Just asked what he'd done. He replied quickly. Said I'd been pulling away. Said I'd stopped reaching out like before. Then he said, word for word, I just wanted people to know what kind of person you are. Before I could respond, he blocked me. Everywhere. within seconds. I tried using another account, already blocked there too. I had no idea how many people got that link. No idea who opened it. Brittany and Danielle told me. But what about everyone else? That's what stuck with me the most. Not even the video itself, just the fact that I would never know the full extent of it. The next day at work was worse than I expected. Not because anything happened, but because nothing did. Everyone acted normal. Too normal. I couldn't tell if nobody knew, or if they were just pretending. A few days later, I deleted everything. LinkedIn, Instagram, other accounts I barely used. I just wanted to disappear online. Months passed. Nothing else surfaced. No more messages, no updates. But the uncertainty never really went away. Eventually, I came back online, but everything was private. No workplace listed, no personal details. I understood now how easily that information could be used. Dennis never reached out again. No new accounts, nothing. I don't know if I've removed enough of myself to stop him, or if he just moved on. But I'm pretty sure I wasn't the first person he did that to. About 3 years ago, I dated someone named Cody. We met through mutual friends after running into each other a few times at the same sports bar. He seemed normal, easygoing, no red flags at first. But looking back, the signs were there. If I missed his call, he'd call again immediately. Not later, right away. If I stayed late at work and didn't text him, sometimes he'd be waiting outside my building. He always had an explanation. Said he was just nearby. Said he was worried. I told myself he just had anxiety, that he needed reassurance. One night, he showed up at my apartment late, without calling. I told him through the intercom that I needed space. He didn't leave. I finally threatened to call building management. Then he left. The next day, I ended things. He said, okay, no argument. Just left. 3 weeks passed. Nothing. No contact at all. I thought it was over. Then one night, I went out with my friend Meredith to a bar in a completely different part of town. Somewhere Cody had never been with me. We were having a normal night. She got up to use the bathroom. That's the last thing I remember. I woke up the next morning in my apartment, still in my clothes. My head felt wrong, not like a hangover, just wrong. I called Meredith. She said when she came back, I was gone. The bartender told her I'd left with a guy who said he was my boyfriend. The description matched Cody. I checked my phone. Dozens of messages from him sent while I was unconscious. Accusations, threats, apologies, then threats again. I deleted everything and blocked him. I didn't go to the police. I kept telling myself I would, but I never did. A week later, I got a message from an unknown number. Just one word. I blocked that too, and eventually changed my number entirely. It's been 3 years. I haven't heard from him since. I still think about it sometimes. I probably should have reported it. But at the time, I just wanted it to be over. If you're ever in something like that, the constant calls, the showing up, the excuses that don't quite make sense, tell someone. Don't wait. Around the same time, I took a photography class at a local art center. That's where I met Rick. He was quiet, thoughtful. We started talking after class, then texting, then dating. At first, everything seemed fine. Then small things started adding up. If I didn't reply within an hour, he'd follow up. At class, he started sitting closer. When I walked out with other people, he'd always appear and join us. Nothing obvious. Nothing you could clearly point to. One woman in the class, Pam, asked if we were dating. When I said yes, she just nodded, like she already suspected something. A few days later, I ended things with him. Calm, direct. He said okay. But after that, he was always nearby. Not talking, not texting, just present. Always in my line of sight. Pam eventually told me, I notice it. That mattered. One evening after class, he caught me alone in the hallway. He pulled out printed pages and said he wanted to read something to me. It was about what he'd fix and how he saw our future. I just stood there, not even sure how to react. Then a door opened at the end of the hallway. The instructor stepped out and asked if everything was okay. Rick stopped immediately, folded the papers, and left. The next day, I reported everything to the art center. Just facts. No emotion, no exaggeration. They told me they handled it. Rick never came back after that.